Hello and welcome back to Ultimate Marble Racing Season 3. We're here with race 14 on Office Madness. And this track creator is Paulo's. I think that's probably how you say that. Sorry if I got it wrong. So it's been a few days since the last stream. Had to push them back a bit. As you may have seen in the Discord, what I thought was really bad hay fever. Turns out I was also getting quite a bad cold. And my voice pretty much got destroyed during that, which meant I couldn't really stream because I couldn't really talk very well. But I'm now on the mend and my voice is pretty much back. I don't know how it will go with the stream, especially with this being I think the second longest track, potentially longest track we have. So we'll see if my voice can hold out through this entire race. It is a very long track, and there's 2 laps on it. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, if I sound off at all, or if I mute at all, cold related stuff. But let's quick reminder of the standings before we head over to the track. Marnie currently leading with 272 points, Superboss in second with 267, Azur in third with 260, tied with Jimmy. Pesky Bird currently in fifth with 240. See, Pesky Bird is manifesting a pesky win today. Iceman in sixth with 238, Cheese in seventh with 220, Boer eighth with 217. I also saw Boer is sensing a DNF, so positive vibes, and Demon currently 9th with 210. So let's head over to the track. So here we are, Office Madness. Very big track, not going to go around the entire track. It'll be a bit of a quick overview from the above, just so you can see the start is all the way over there. So many different zones, plenty of different opportunities to mess with positions, lose time, gain time, loads of obstacles, loads of different types of corners, and just plenty of opportunity for different styles of racing, and probably plenty of chances for people to DNF as well, and obstacles to get stuck on. Now, there is a tweak I have made myself to this track just to help with the DNFs a little bit. So there's a lot of these obstacles, as you can see. There's plenty more dotted around the place. With a whole bunch of them, I've actually gone through and put boosters in just to make it less likely to get stuck on them. Now, the nails, I haven't gone through every individual nail and done that. There's a lot of nails. You're less likely to get stuck on them, but you know, there's always a chance. It always happens here. But with these bigger objects, I have gone through and just added some little boosters to try and avoid people getting stuck too often. Because in testing, especially with the low numbers at the moment, it was picking up quite a few people literally on lap 1. So hopefully, that'll help. There's only one way to find out. So let's get the racers loaded in. So of course, a reverse grid. As always, we have Demon starting at the front, Superboss starting at the back. 2 laps. And Boer is nervous as we go for the countdown. Pesky Bird predicting 4 DNFs. We'll see what happens. Be afraid, be very afraid. So, Demon off to a good start. Iceman managing to squeeze up the inside. Will be leading. Demon in second, Cheese in third, Boer in fourth. Marnie's dropped back to 9th. Superboss has managed to move up to 6th. Pesky Bird in 7th and Azur in 8th. So through the first zigzag section, and we've already got Iceman getting a bit stuck. Not even right on the front of the obstacle there. Interesting way to get stuck, trying to really test me there. Say that I've done some fixing to try and stop people getting stuck, and Iceman's there trying to show me up. Trying to get stuck straight away. It's not happening. So into the first bowl, we'll see who's going to drop down first. Going into the bowl, those Super Boss has had some good time getting off the start. As Boer says, Super Boss needs a nerf. Super Boss proved to be very strong so far in this season. Boer's going to tuck up the inside though. He's going to block Super Boss, but Super Boss is going to get the better drop down coming out of it. So Super Boss will be leading. Boer's going to be in second, then Marnie followed by Iceman. Very close behind. Just going round and around here. Let's get a bit of a zoom out on it. As we go into the pipe, Super Boss will still be leading. That's Boer, Marnie, Iceman, Demon, Jimmy, Pesky Bird, Cheese, and Azur. Oh, and Iceman's had trouble at the top of the pipe, has fallen all the way back down. He's going to have to take that again. Boer's managed to get stuck. Of course, Boer managed to get stuck. There we go, moving, okay. See, the boosters are helping. So even if you do get stuck for a second, you should still be able to get free. But that has cost Boer quite a bit of time getting stuck there. He's now down to 8th. Meanwhile, up the front, Super Boss is trying to fly away with it. Yeah, without the boosters, that could have been race over. For both Iceman and Boer, so boosters coming in clutch there. Iceman's got some time to make up at the back now. Boer and Azur side by side. Azur will come out in front, going into the next section. Jimmy and Demon closing the gap on Super Boss. But Super Boss is just going to keep flying away. Jimmy with a great entry there. See how it goes on the ladder. Super Boss does rebound, but does get on before Jimmy can get the overtake. Azur with a great exit line, cutting in front of Pesky Bird and Cheese. Demon is now in 3rd, Marnie in 4th. Pesky Bird will be in 5th with a great entry onto the ladder. Cheese and Azur side by side. They've got Boer in 8th and Iceman coming around in 9th. Some advice there in the chat from Pesky Bird. Boer just needs to stop being bad. I think that's some advice that Demon may also find useful. They're heading up the slope. You know what we say, you just have to go faster. You just have to win. How do you win these races? Just do better, go quicker. It's that easy. Oh, Jimmy is in trouble. Slow release off that nail is going to lose some big time there. Marnie's actually going to come through the great line and get past Super Boss. Boer's going to hit Super Boss out wide. This is going to be very costly for Super Boss with Jimmy getting involved as well. Everyone ganging up on Super Boss here. This is going to be a massive lead for Marnie with Super Boss getting pushed out and everyone fighting for positions there. And Boer's going to drop into 2nd, a massive improvement. See, taking the advice, wow, from from Pesky Bird. Moving up to second, Cheese in third. And this is terrible for Superboss. Everyone's just pushed them around. Finally gets going behind Pesky Bird. Will be in fifth. Iceman with a good line there. Gaining up to 8th, and Demon, unfortunately, is now in 9th. So it looks like Marnie's in trouble after such a big lead, getting stuck on a nail. This is Boer's opportunity, taking the safer route. And Cheese coming this way as well means Marnie won't be set free yet. So Boer's going to move up into first, Cheese into second. This is quite new territory for the two of them. Pesky Bird's got stuck as well, just behind Marnie. Both of them going to have to get free. This is a chance for Superboss to try and gain some positions again. Iceman is going to come through with the assist, costing their own race. Iceman has set Pesky Bird and Marnie free at the cost of their own race, and Iceman is stuck, and Azure is stuck on the nails. It is a risky line to take going through there. Demon is going to move up to 5th, Superboss in 6th, and Jimmy in 7th. F's in the chat for Iceman and Azure. They got nailed. Indeed. So let's head round to our front runner, Boer. Probably wishing this was one lap right now. But the race is not over. So another long run around a bowl. Cheese is going to get pushed by Marnie. That's going to put some time on, which means a chance for Pesky Bird to move up a position. And Superboss and Jimmy landing in the bowl now. As they go around and around. And Boer has dropped through and is on the move again. And we'll see who is going to drop through in second in just a moment. It looks like Pesky Bird is very close to the edge. A little rough bounce there going out wide. Probably line up for a better line on the exit, but Cheese just managed to get the block. Cheese is going to be in second, Pesky Bird in third, Demon in fourth, Marnie in fifth, Superboss in sixth, and Jimmy in seventh. Coming up to the ladder, we'll see what happens. There's a collision, and Cheese does make it on just in front of Pesky Bird. Demon falls off the ladder with a bit of a backspin. Going in a little bit too quick. Marnie does the same. Superboss with a bounce. Both of them getting held up a bit here. Superboss makes it on, blocking Marnie out. And then Jimmy makes it on in seventh. So see what happens as they go into the second section as well. Boer's already on the move. Cheese gets a smooth entry. Pesky Bird has to wait a minute. Demon with a smooth entry will be right behind Pesky Bird. Welcome to the stream, Superboss. Talking of Superboss, getting on the ladder quite smooth. Marnie just behind, and then Jimmy. So no major difficulties on the second section. See where Boer is now. This bit can be interesting. We can see a lot of changes here. If you end up in a loop getting sent backwards here, it can be really rough for you. But Boer just showing how it's done gets through quite easily. Cheese getting pushed back a bit there. Pesky Bird just trying to get past the first part. Cheese goes back, bumps into Pesky Bird. Both now trying to make their way down. Some more colliding there is going to cost them a bit of time. This is a chance for Boer to really extend that lead. Cheese makes it out. Pesky Bird having some difficulties, but does keep hold of the position as everyone else seems to be struggling as well. Demon's having difficulties getting through this section. Superboss, Demon and Jimmy getting sent all the way back up to the top. Marnie has made it out the other side in 4th. But some trouble going on further back. Jimmy getting sent all the way back again. Demon with a bit of speed there. Will hit one of the middle boosters and a second one into another booster. It's not great. Superboss has managed to get stuck on a nail. After getting out of that tricky section, manages to get stuck, but Demon's going to come through and get them on the move again and sacrifice their own race in the same way Iceman did to have someone else get on the move again. And Jimmy's going to help Demon out, keep everyone moving together. There was a bit of a costly move for Demon with them being bottom in their series so far. And where's Boer? Boer's already heading onto the second lap. Not having a struggle, just doing your own thing. Got plenty of points to play around with. You know, all the points matter. So Boer over the line. Pesky Bird is right behind Cheese. See Marnie getting onto the ladder now. Cheese over in second, Pesky Bird in third. See quite a bit of a gap here from Marnie back to Superboss, and then back to Jimmy and Demon. So you can see Boer already heading past the first set of obstacles into the bowl. See what happens with Cheese and Pesky Bird. Cheese has managed to get stuck on the side here. Seems to be a bit of a rough spot. No one's coming to help them out. This isn't looking good for Cheese right now. Seems to be a popular spot to get stuck on, is this exact one. But there's the nudge from Superboss to get Cheese going again. They're going to help each other out through this section. And Cheese will be happy about that, getting back on the move again. See Boer already layers down. Pesky Bird on the move in second. Boer's already into the pipe. We'll see if they make a clean launch up. A little bit of a slow entry, but the exit's good. Making it past all of these obstacles clean. Now we see Pesky Bird making their way through as well. See if it's just as clean, a very similar route. Yep, taking the same line here, another clean run. And then it's quite the gap back now to Marnie. And it looks like Demon has got stuck. Let's go and take a look. Demon has just come to a halt. Yeah, the season's not going too great for Demon. Just deciding to come to a complete halt in the middle of the track for no reason whatsoever. So yeah, F's in the chat for Demon there. Clearly just decided to give in. Superboss going a bit slow in the pipe. I think there's a fall down. Cheese with a fall down as well. I see what happened to Iceman and Azur. Currently stuck on the nails. Iceman did free 2 other racers to get themselves stuck. So a big, bold play there. An MVP play. But it did cost them their own race. You can see Boer already making their way up the big ladder. Pesky Bird just getting onto it now. Marnie makes it through and out the other side of the bush section. Jimmy not too far behind. It is catchable if Jimmy makes some time. Super Boss also not too far behind as well. And we also have Cheese. Also, Super Boss has just got stuck on one of the obstacles here. Cheese is going to avoid them. This is not good for Super Boss. With no one else coming through to set them free, I think this is going to be F's in the chat for Super Boss as well. And currently on track for Pesky Bird's DNF call at the start of the race. We are currently at 4 DNFs. So you go around and see where everyone is at. We're still with quite a strong lead. Super Boss, more like normal employee. Coming in with the puns. Now we'll see if Azura Iceman will get on the move here, because with other people stuck, there is the possibility they could maybe gain a position. The DNF timer is only 60 seconds, so they won't have much to do. It's whether they could get past Demon in time within those 60 seconds. That would be the tough part. I'm not sure if it's doable. But we're going with the safe part once again. You're dreading the nail part. Yeah, that is the bit that everyone needs to fear, and Pesky Bird is going for it. Around Azur. Gives Iceman a nudge and takes Iceman's spot, and Iceman's going, I'm not moving. Iceman is out. Iceman has just parked up and gone. They are happy to sit out at this point. But Pesky Bird has joined them. So we'll see if Pesky Bird gets set free by anyone. But this means Boer has an absolutely huge lead right now. In fact, is this more than a 60-second lead? Boer's lead could be big enough to DNF everyone behind them. Marnie setting Azur free, and Azur getting stuck instantly again. I think Azur also has decided to just pack it in. There is no point on this track to try and carry on once you're stuck for a whole lap behind. You just won't make that time back. And Marnie does make it out the other side. We'll be in second. Strong season so far for Marnie. And this could be huge in the standings. Especially with Super Boss currently stuck in a 6th. Jimmy's going to come through and go up to 3rd. Cheese going for the nails as well. It's risky setting Azur free. Azur staying on the move this time, setting Iceman free, but no one's setting Pesky Bird free. And Cheese getting stuck. Nope. Cheese is free again. And Iceman, yeah, Iceman just doesn't. Nope, set free again. Iceman trying not to race, just keeps getting set free. Cheese is like, nope, you're coming along with us. So Cheese in 4th. 17-second lead on the first lap. Don't think it's a minute yet. There we go. What a roller coaster indeed. What a roller coaster. Why cheese, it should have been me. Yep, Superboss unfortunately is going to remain stuck there. Although I think 6th is still going to be locked in. Because I don't see Demon or Iceman being able to gain enough time to make any positions. And Pesky Bird is probably secured in a 5th. So it is the top 4 really still racing. It's not the worst at all. Every point matters. And right now, Boer are looking for some big points, but we'll see. We've got these final few obstacles to get through. Probably the second most dangerous section. I'd say that them nails are the most. This is probably the second when it comes to losing time with these boosters. Plus the nails at the end. So it does come down to this section really. We'll see how Boer takes it on. Quite a bit of time to make use of. I think Marnie has been closing the gap a little bit. Pesky Bird did manifest a win, but in the Ultimate Marble Racing Series, anything can happen. It's total chaos. I'm sure everyone's learnt that by now, 3 seasons in. Boer's having quite a few difficulties. Marnie's making their way around now. Boer getting sent all the way back. This is a chance for Marnie to take that #1 spot. As Boer just having difficulties with the final booster section that's preventing them from finishing the lap. And getting pushed back again. Boer's back up there again. It's all falling apart at the end. The Pesky Bird having a lot of enjoyment in the chat over this. But Marnie's thrown out the other side and is onto the next ladder. I think this shrubbery is the most dangerous, especially with the knights. Boer's just having lots of difficulties there. Everyone's catching up now. And everyone is piling up. Boer's going to really need to get through here. Jimmy's made the pass. Jimmy is through with a little bump with Boer. Boer does get through. He's going to try and block Jimmy out, but they're going to be side by side. It's not successful. With the back runner Iceman in front, Cheese having some difficulties, not able to make use of the troubles that Boer was having there. Now making their way through. But heading up to the front, Marnie is going to be leading coming up to the end. Just one last drop down through the nails, avoiding Demon, just playing it safe, onto the final ladder towards the finish line. It looks like Marnie is going to secure the first place. And Boer was looking so strong for the win coming up to the end of this race. But Marnie is going to take first place. But Jimmy and Boer are battling it out now. Jimmy's managed to get past Boer with a bad exit. Jimmy's got more speed going to this next bit, hits the nails. Boer's going to give Jimmy a push, which isn't ideal. It's going to give Jimmy more speed up to the ladder, and they are side by side. Boer makes a leap, and they're going to be neck and neck going up to the finish line. We're going to have to see here who crosses the line first. This is going to be a photo finish. So here we go. And the times are the same, but Boer just in front of Jimmy, according to the leaderboards. So the very, very close finish. Boer does manage to hold on to second. And the fastest lap, Jimmy finishing third. Cheese is going to come across the line in fourth. And that is it for everyone that is still on the move up at the top. So I think all the other positions will probably remain the same. Don't think we're going to see any more movement here. So congratulations to Marnie for first place. I'm sure some will say a bit of a steal, and those supporting Boer will be absolutely gutted by the final section of this lap. An unfortunate way to lose that first spot, but just difficulties on that section. And that's why I said it's probably one of the most dangerous sections when it comes to losing time. Not necessarily getting stuck, but just losing time. And so close to the end as well. But second place, still some big points. And Jimmy with third as well. Can't complain about second, of course, and the fastest lap for that extra point. So let's go over to our winners camera. And we'll wait for the DNF timer to count down and secure all the positions. I think this is going to do some big things for Marnie in the standings. So there we go, the positions secured. And Iceman actually passed Demon before the end. So unfortunate for Demon, with a bad season just getting worse. It will be Marnie in first, Boer finishing second, Jimmy third, Cheese finishing fourth, Pesky Bird finishing fifth, Superboss sixth, Iceman seventh, Demon eighth, and Azur in ninth. So with those now in place, I will go over and enter these results into the leaderboard, and I will be back in just a minute with the updated standings. Alright, the results have been entered into the standings. And I'm sure Marnie will be glad there wasn't a third lap there, because they did get stuck afterwards. But let's head over to the updated standings. So, following that race, Marnie is still leading with 302 points now. First one to break the 300. Jimmy and Superboss are tied in second place with 282 points. Azur is in fourth with 272. Pesky Bird in fifth with 257. Iceman in sixth with 252. Boer is now up to seventh with 243. Cheese has dropped to eighth with 239. And Demon, unfortunately, remaining in ninth with 223. So Superboss still in third, thank God. It was a good, well, technically tied for second, so you could argue second. I passed Cheese. You did. Well, you made it past Cheese. You made it up to seventh, and there's still plenty of races left. But people will need to start upping their game. If you're wanting to get into the top three, now is really the time, as we are going into the second half of the season. You're going to need to start picking up some big points here. Especially if you're in probably the bottom three. But you know, all points matter. All points matter. So for everyone really, if you want to keep hold of top three, get into top three, go for the number one. Got to start picking up some bigger points. So we'll see what happens in the future races. And see if Marnie can hold that number one. Been a strong season so far. Superboss also quite a strong season. Currently tied with Jimmy. We'll see what happens there. See who holds the second place, or whether someone else is going to come in and steal it. At the moment, we have 3 people actually tied for most wins so far. That is Marnie, Superboss, and Pesky Bird, I'm pretty sure. Have 3 wins each. I think everyone but one has won a race. Just having a look. I think the only person that hasn't won a race so far is Jimmy. And yet Jimmy is tied for second. So probably no complaints there. Too tired for arguing. Well, that is it for this one. We have the Tri-Spinner Raceway tomorrow. That is the later stream. Schedule is in the Discord, of course. And of course, again, if you are watching on YouTube and you want to get involved, the Discord's down below, the Twitch is down below. You can watch live on Twitch, you can sign up to the races in the Discord. Subscribe if you enjoyed, like the video if you enjoyed it, and drop a comment if you have any suggestions, any ideas, any questions, or just let us know that you're enjoying it or who you're supporting, anything to help with all the algorithm and the support and how to engage with people. And yeah, plenty of stuff in the Discord as well for engagement. Go over there, chat with people. But with all that said, that is going to do it for this stream. It's a bit of a longer race. Played it a little bit quicker speed because it's not the fastest moving track. And so we weren't here absolutely forever. And it is okay, bro. No problem at all. Thank you for everyone being here for this race and all the races that you can make it to. But that will do it for this stream. I feel like I need to give my voice a break already. I can feel it dying on me. And if I'm going to make a stream tomorrow, I need to make sure my voice doesn't just die again. So that will do it for this stream. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. And I'll see you all in the next one.